This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So till now we learned about sales order process, purchase order process with the prices, discounts and everything we are learning. Okay. So today just I will introduce about uh, manufacturing. Okay. High level inputs. Let me explain you about high level inputs about this manufacturing. In that, one of the topic is bill of material. That bill of material is a part of trade and logistics. Bill of material is a part of trade and logistics. But let me introduce about the high level picture about dynamics in terms of manufacturing. In terms of manufacturing, let me explain you what are the different domain knowledge first, and then we'll go to in depth a little bit slowly. Okay. So of course manufacturing is not a part of our course content, but we should know, even though you are a T&L consultant, you should know about high level picture about what is manufacturing. Okay. So manufacturing in the system manufacturing means, let me go to the application, let me show you what is available in this one. Give me a second. Okay, let it be open this application. It may take a minute or 2 minutes. Fine. So one is discrete manufacturing. Next one is process manufacturing. One is lean manufacturing. There are three types of manufacturing processes exist in Dynamics, AX or Dynamics F&O. There are three processes. Okay. So discrete manufacturing means bill of material. BOM, that is bill of material. Process manufacturing means formula. Process manufacturing means formula. Lean manufacturing means Kanban. Lean manufacturing means Kanban rules. Okay, there are three types of process or manufacturings available in the system. So in Dynamics, so if you go to production control is the module name. Production control is the module name, and this is the process. Okay, if you collapse in these production orders, it is available. Next, Kanban. This is lean manufacturing related. And in the production orders, if you go to the production orders, so inside there is a production order, there is a batch order. Production order means discrete manufacturing. Process manufacturing means batch order means process manufacturing. What is this actually? So you don't know all these words. I know, like, this is the first time you are listening all these words. Okay, it is looks like Chinese language to you because you never heard about these uh, terms till now. So what is this BOM or discrete manufacturing? Means actually we can combine or we can separate. Okay, discrete manufacturing, the best example is, suppose bicycle manufacturing, two-wheeler manufacturing, like bikes manufacturing, car manufacturing, that is bill of material. Bill of material means actually bike manufacturing. So in general, we can separate it, we can combine it. If you want to make a bicycle, we need two wheels, one handle, two seats, front and back, like so many things required. We can combine. And sometimes if you want to separate, you can separate. Another best example is system, our system. So monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU together is combined together. It is a computer system. And if you want to separate, yes, you can separate. To separate it, sometimes it may be with your hands you can separate it. Sometimes it may be with instruments. You are going to separate. If you want to separate like a bicycle or bike or car, you need to have instruments to separate the pieces. That is discrete manufacturing. Discrete manufacturing means you are going to separate or you are adding together into one item is discrete manufacturing. So in olden days, it is called in the manufacturing terminology, it is assembling and disassembling. Assembling and disassembling. So in previous versions in AX 2009, they will use the word kitting and dekitting. Okay, this terminology was used in AX 2009. Nowadays, they are using wording the words assembling and disassembling. Okay, that is discrete manufacturing. That is discrete manufacturing. Then what is this process manufacturing? What is this process manufacturing? Best example is like medicines, medicine manufacturing company or food industry, medicine. Okay, so these items are whenever if you want an item, you can combine, but you cannot separate. Means suppose if you are doing a manufacturing of biscuits manufacturing company, biscuit manufacturing company, then you need wheat powder, we need sugar, we need milk, we need something so and so water or something. Okay, so you are combining and you are preparing a kind of a liquid and you are making into biscuits. Once biscuit is ready, you cannot separate like wheat powder and then milk, sugar. You cannot make it separate. Even for medicines, they will combine many form things, and they will make one liquid, and they will make it medicines, tablets or something. That you cannot separate it. That is for process manufacturing. That is process manufacturing. Next one is this is you are combining and you cannot separate it. Another example for process manufacturing is raw cotton. Raw cotton. So what do you mean by raw cotton? Let me show you. So this one, it is growing by farmers. Once it is growing, so from this raw cotton, it will be separated cotton. It will be separated cotton and cotton seeds. Cotton and cotton seeds will be separated. Once it is separated, you cannot combine. So from raw cotton, cotton will be separated and uh, cotton seeds will be separated. From that cotton seeds, cotton oil will be separated. And from that, once the cotton oil is separated, something material from that material, some fire related material will be separated. So there are so many things inside. So process manufacturing means you can combine or you can separate. You cannot combine once it is combined, or once if it is separated, you cannot mix it. That's what process manufacturing. And lean manufacturing is you are not maintaining the stock properly. You are not maintaining, but you can dispatch the material by assembling the materials. So for lean manufacturing, what is the best example is laptops. So if I have received an order from the customer, like 100 laptops, in that I don't know from the customer whether it is a requirement, maybe 8 GB, maybe 12 GB, maybe 16 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, or 12 GB. RAM, like once this is RAM, and hard disk is 500 GB hard disk, 1 TB hard disk, 2 TB hard disk. Okay, so sometimes some customers are asking like 8 GB with 2 TB storage. So every item is ready with us, but you are going to assembling very quickly and you are dispatching to the customers very quickly. That is a lean manufacturing. Okay, understood? Any doubts in this three manufacturing processes? Is it clear? Any doubts before going to proceed? These are the three different manufacturing processes exist in our system. Okay, discrete manufacturing and process manufacturing and lean manufacturing. So in this process, bill of material is a part of our course content. In trade and logistics, bill of material is one of the important topic. Okay, so to do this manufacturing process, BOM is required, and another one is route, whatever you want to pronounce, route or route. So if you want to do manufacturing, if you want to learn discrete manufacturing, first you should learn about bill of material, and then you need to learn route. If you want to learn process manufacturing, you need to have formula and route once again. Okay, route is mandatory. Route means it's a combination of operations. It's a combination of operations. The sequence steps of operations. In this, you will find in this. Let me show you just a high level input. So if you want to understand manufacturing, the major parts are three parts. Like one is, if it is a BOM, discrete manufacturing means BOM and route. You need to understand depth. If it is a process manufacturing, you need to understand formula and then route. So let me show you the route, how it is. So routes. So this is a route. If I open this route, so you can click on route details. This route will have a sequence steps of operations. One is mix and heat, then mix operations, dispense operation, curing, time cut operation, something. So I will show you from the second one. It may be useful, little bit easy to understand for you. Let me open this one. One is assembly, next testing operation, and then packing. These are the sequence of operations. This is one operation, this is another operation, this is another operation. So sequence of operations together is a root. In this, the most important is resources, resource requirements. This resources is one of the most important, means root consists of operations and resources. These resources will have, there are so many things. Resource may be an employee, resource may be anything. Okay, so there are so many things. Let me show you. Just high level inputs I'm showing you. Resources means what it is. This is all about production. So it is not our topic, but you need to have high level inputs about this process. So if you look at this one, resource means, this is resources means there are different types of resource. It may be a mission, vendor, human resource, mission, tool, location, resource group, and facility. The types of resources. It's many people will think like resource means only employee, not only employee. Sometimes I need a tool. If I want to fit the car tire to the car or bike, we need tools. And if you want to do some process cutting, we need machines. And if you are giving service for outside, then it is a vendor. Service for outside means suppose painting. So in a month, I want 5 days, only painting is required for 5 days. So for 5 days, I don't want to keep resources in my company, because if I'm keeping resource in my company, I need to pay for the entire 1 month, even though if I'm utilizing him for 5 days. What I will do, I can give outsourcing or outside painting for that purpose. That is service. You are giving, you are taking service from the outside people. In that case, we need to map vendor tool, and sometimes we need space, that is location, facility. So these are resources. So if you want to understand in depth about manufacturing, then you need to understand root, and then under that root, under in the inside resources, you need to understand. There are many things, but high level picture I'm showing you. Okay, fine. So now today we'll try to understand bill of material, BOM. We'll try to understand how to configure in the system. Bill of material, how to configure. This is high level picture about manufacturing process. Okay. Before going to start the session, BOM, any doubts in this? Anyone? Okay, I hope it is clear. Let us understand BOM, how to configure in the system. So BOM means bill of material. Okay, bill of material. So I will take one simple example. For understanding purpose. So Reynolds pen. So this is the best example I'm taking. So pen will have refill, body 1, body 2, cap. So this pen will consist of, one is refill, pen body 1, pen body 2, and then pen cap. These are the four components combining together, it is pen. If you combine all these four pieces, one is refill, one is pen body 1, pen body 2, and cap together, it is pen. Okay, so we need to will create pen in the system, and I need to show you how to configure this pen in the system. Okay, we'll show you. So for that, let me open a paintbrush. So what I'm doing now, I'm creating, I'm producing pens. For this, I need pen refill. Another one is pen cap. Another one is pen body 1. Next one is pen body 2. Okay, so just I need to combine all these four pieces. Okay, give me a second. If it is a pictorial information, it will be easy to everyone. That is the reason I'm taking this pictorial. Okay, so in the manufacturing industry, these are called raw materials. These all are called raw materials. This is called finished goods. Okay, so this pen is called finished goods, and this pen refill, pen cap, pen body 1, pen body 2, these all are called raw materials. Okay, if suppose if you are not purchasing pen refill, you are purchasing like liquid tube and pen needle something, then it is one more diagram I need to create. Okay, we'll see that one later. Extension. Fine, this is finished goods and these are raw materials at this point. So I'm purchasing refills, caps, body ones, body two, all these things I'm purchasing. I'm making a pen and I'm selling. This is my suppose business. Then, so how to do it in the system, let us understand. So for this we need to create 5 items. We need to create 5 items: product information management, collapse all, products, released products. So I'm just checking actually whether I have created earlier any for any other batches, whether I have shown anything. Let me try, let me verify the pen related any items it was created or not. Okay, nothing is there. Fine. Let me remove this filter. Fine. Let me create quickly. And meanwhile, can anyone unmute yourself and are you able to hear me my voice clearly?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay. So it is already exist in the actually product and product master. Let me create pen 1. So I'm creating pen 1. So I'm mapping as we know, like if you want to create an item master, there are 8 fields mandatory: item model group, item group, storage dimension group, tracking dimension group. We understood this one already, but we'll discuss once again in depth all these things. And the tracking dimension group we have mapped. Product dimension group we have not mapped because it is not a product master. If you select product master, then it will come product dimension group also. At this point, we are proceeding with without product dimension group. And inventory unit, purchase unit, sales unit is mandatory. And then here, if you want, you can enter the purchase price, sales price, inventory price if you want. Otherwise, you can skip. Okay, I'm skipping this one. For pen, I have not configured any prices. I have not configured any prices. Okay. So once it is created, you can go to the product tab and you can click on validate. If any mandatory fields are required, it will show you properly. If everything is mapped, it will show you blue ribbon. All field values required for the validation are specified. So everything is fine. Okay, fine. So all fields are mapped. Now pen we have created, that is finished goods. So if you go back to this application, pen we have created, we need to create all these things also in the system. All these things we need to map it. Okay, fine. Let me create remaining 5 items also. This topic may not be finished in one day. It may take at least 2 to 3 days. Okay. Next, pen body. Let me create pen body 1. Pen body 1. I'm mapping item model group, item group, storage dimension group, tracking dimension group. So for pen body 1, I'm just entering the price. Suppose purchase price is 0.5, 50 paisa. Sales price suppose 80 paisa, and landed cost is also suppose 0.55. I have entered. This is 80 paisa. Actually pennies, this is USA. US dollars means pennies, this one. For components, I am entering the price. So whenever I am doing purchasing of, I mean to say, whenever I am finishing, I am making pen, from this price should be captured and it should be updated here. That's what my intention. Okay. So raw materials I will purchase, but this one I am not purchasing. I am making at in the office. Sorry, whatever it may be, manufacturing company, or this is sometimes this manufacturing of this pen is not required any root operations because it is a small, very simple. So with hands I can do it. So how to combine this all together into one piece, I will show you. So pen we have created, pen body 1 we have created. Let me create pen body 2. pen body 2. I'm creating pen body 2. Sometimes if I'm typing very quickly, it will be now pen body 2. Suppose I'm entering 0.75, sales price 1, which is 0.80, something I'm entering, some prices. So if you click on validate, you can verify whether the required fields, mandatory fields are mapped properly or not. Okay, fine. It was created. So next, pen refill. Sorry, this is FIFO. Suppose I'm skipping intentionally storage dimension group and tracking dimension group. Let me skip and let me proceed. So for refill, take the example, it is 1.25 purchase price, sales price 1.50, and landed cost also same 1.25. I'm clicking OK. I skipped this storage dimension group and tracking dimension group. So you can create this release product. You can create the message, whatever it is there. It is earlier message. Don't misunderstood. This is earlier message. Okay, now if you click on validate, look at this one. It will pop up your message like there are some fields are mandatory which are not mapped. So yellow bar it was came for product pen refill. Values need to be specified for this for the fields storage dimension group, tracking dimension group. Specify the missing fields and try validate again. So in this situation, if you are trying to use in the transactions like purchase order, sales order, it will not allow you. It will not allow you to select item in the drop down. It will throw error messages. Okay, now I need to map storage dimension group, tracking dimension group. But storage dimension group, tracking dimension groups are disabled and you cannot select from this one. General tab, it is not available. So from where I can map means dimension groups, product tab, dimension groups. Here you can map site, storage dimension group and tracking dimension group. Suppose I'm mapping site and warehouse, and I'm mapping tracking dimension group. At this point, I'm not using any color combination, any serial number, batch number, none I'm using. Click OK. Now I'm just closing this error message. Now I will validate once again. Yeah, someone unmuted. Can anyone has any doubts, any clarifications? So if you click on validate, now it will show you properly. Yeah, any clarifications? Okay, I hope no questions. So now if you look at this one, in the purchase fast tab, you will find the purchase price, and the sell tab, you will find sales price, whatever we have entered. And in the manage cost fast tab, you will find the landed cost price. Cost price or landed cost you will find here. Okay, so we have created 3 items. One is pen we have created, pen body 1 we have created, pen body 2 we have created, pen refill we have created. Now pen caps. Let me create pen caps. Click new. Pen cap. Sorry, pen cap is already exist in the system background. Actually in the product and product master it is there. So I'm creating pen cap 1. Okay, so product and product master you will understand later. So I'm creating pen cap 1. So I'm skipping this item model group, item group, storage dimension group, tracking dimension group. So I'm entering the purchase price. Suppose pen cap is 0.25, sales price 0.4, and landed cost is 0.3. Something I have entered. Click OK. Now if you click on validate, once again the same, we will get error message, or it's not error message, it's a warning message. You have not mapped item model group, item group, storage dimension group, tracking dimension group. These all are missing. So we understood earlier, if you remember, like 4-5 days back, in the very first day I have explained, second day or third day I have explained about item creation process. If you remember, item master. If you want to create an item master, we need item group, item model group, storage dimension group, tracking dimension group, product dimension group, and then inventory unit, purchase unit, sales unit. These 8 fields are mandatory. Of course, product dimension group is not mandatory. If you are using product master, then it is required. Otherwise, this is not required. We'll discuss this one later. Currently, we are learning like storage dimension group, tracking dimension group, item group, item model group, inventory unit, purchase unit, sales unit. All these 7 fields we are mapping for each and every item. Okay, so let me go back. Now item model group, item group, storage dimension group, tracking dimension group, you have not mentioned. This is missing. It was missing. Now storage dimension group, tracking dimension group, I cannot map here. Remember, we cannot map here because there is no drop down here. So from product tab, setup area page, dimension groups. So we need to map storage dimension group, and we need to map tracking dimension group. Click OK. So now it was filled automatically. Now just I'm closing this error message. I'm trying once again, click on validate. Now it will ask you like you are missing item model group and item group. So let me map item model group. Anything is fine. You will understand this one item model group in detail in future sessions. Okay, next item group. Item group is available in manage costs fast tab, item group. You need to map item group. Any group is fine. So item group, you will like a finance consultant will understand more than you. So because item group is most important for finance consultant. Okay, we'll discuss once again this one item group in future sessions. Fine. So we have mapped the required fields. Now, if you click on validate, now all fields, all field values required for the validation are specified for this pen cap. Fine. Everything is ready. So we have created pen refill, pen cap, pen body 1, pen body 2. We have created all these things. Now, if you want to make pen, we need this material should be purchased. As I told you, this is raw materials. So if it is a raw material, we need to purchase this material. Let me show you the purchase process. We understood already this purchase order process. We have understood already. Let me show you that once again, the purchase order process. So anyone has any doubts, please interrupt me. You can unmute yourself and you can ask me any questions if you are any confusion, anything. So we know, like, if you want to do a purchase order process, procurement and sourcing module, collapse all, purchase orders, all purchase orders.
There,
Yes, please.
out of many fields, how to identify which fields are mandatory? Any highlighting will be there. For example,
So,
creation of
hmm,
just previously we saw this release product creation. There are so
hmm,
many
hmm,
fields.
hmm, hmm.
Is it possible to identify which of the fields is mandatory? How to identify that?
So actually always if it is mandatory fields will be shown as highlight as red. It will show you red. Let me show you. So while creating this one, suppose if you click on new, so this red is mandatory. Everywhere it is not only item master, everywhere it is mandatory. As I told you, I need to explain you the difference between product master, release product and item master. That you will understand most probably in another 2-3 days. I will explain you. At that time you will understand differences. Now the mandatory fields are these two. That's it. Product number and item number is enough. You can create. Later on you can amend remaining all. So even
Thank
if
you,
it is a
sir.
purchase, yeah, welcome. So if you even if you click on purchase order, also the same, it will show you red. Red means it is mandatory. Without that one, you cannot proceed. Okay. So it will highlight you as a red. Red means it is mandatory. You cannot skip that one. Okay. So I need to select the vendor account 1001. Okay. And then actually here inside it is currency is also mandatory. Invoice account and currency, this is also mandatory, but it was populated from the vendor account. And currency is also mandatory, but it was populated from the vendor account. Okay, site and warehouse is not mandatory, but while saving it is mandatory. So you can skip this one or you can select here. I'm skipping this one, click OK. While saving purchase order, site and warehouse is mandatory. So site is mandatory, warehouse is not mandatory, but at the time of product receipt, it is mandatory. So if you look at this one, so I'm purchasing, suppose here, it is showing. Now let me select item master. Suppose pen refill. So it is showing mandatory red. Okay, site is mandatory, but warehouse also I'm mapping directly. If you map warehouse, site will be populated. So I'm planning to purchase, suppose, 50 refills. Next, click on add. Click on add. Pen body 1, pen body 2, pen cap. I need to purchase pen caps. Suppose caps may be missing sometimes, then I need more items, pen caps. Because caps may be sometimes if it is missing, I need to have more items. Pen body 1, I would like to purchase 200 items. Pen body 2, I am purchasing 200 items. Okay, so I have entered this purchase order. So the price is automatically coming because in the item master or release product, in the release product we have entered the prices already. So those prices are captured here. Okay, we know the purchase order process. Once it is created, we remember the purchase order process. Purchase order creation, purchase order creation. Next, purchase order confirmation. Next, product receipt. Just give me 1 minute, please. Just give me 1 minute. I'm sorry, I'm back. So purchase order process means purchase order creation, purchase order confirmation, product receipt, and then vendor invoice. This is the process we learned already. Okay, product receipt means stock received. on hand inventory will be increased. And this is financial postings will be updated. So let me show you, before going to execute, let me show you on hand inventory. Suppose pen cap 1, if you go to manage inventory, on hand inventory, it will be blank, nothing there, because just now we have created these items and we have not purchased anything. But here pen cap 1 500 is showing. This is ordered in total because we have created purchase order. We have created purchase order 500, so it is ordered in total. Now if you do product receipt, it will update physical inventory. It will update physical inventory. Okay, so let me
So sir, I
proceed.
have a question.
Yes, please.
So we have added like 5 different fields, right? So why is it only showing pen cap 1 and not the other 4?
So we have opened from pen cap 1 only, means
Uh,
I have opened for item from pen cap 1. Let me open one by one. Let me show you. If you want on hand inventory all in one place, yes, we can see that one also. So let me show you one by one. Give me a second. These are the 5 items. So pen body 1, if you verify on hand inventory, it will be blank. Blank means on order it will show you 200. So if you want to see all quantity in one place, then we have another place. It is a kind of report or grid view or report. If you want to see, yes, we can see from one more place. This is item master. This is a release product or item master one by one. But if you want to see all items, then we can have one more option, inventory management. Inventory management, collapse all, inquiries and reports, on hand list. So if you apply, simply, this is on hand list. It is a kind of report, grid view. In this one we will call it as grid view. So now you can see, suppose I'm just filtering by pen. So it is better to have contains rather than starts with. Just always better to use contains. Apply. So all it will show you here. Pen body 1 ordered quantity, it is 200. Pen body 2 200. Pen caps 500. Pen refills, it is 50. The reason behind refill is can be dried at the earliest, so I don't want to purchase bulk. And pen caps, maybe sometimes if it is missing, I need to use another spare cap, so I have purchased more. And pen body 1 and pen body 2 reasonable, 200 200 I am planning to purchase. Okay, in
Okay,
this,
yes, yes.
so in this we are verifying one by one item, one by one item. This is a kind of report. Okay, fine.
Okay, yes.
So let me proceed. So once it is created, it is approved status. Of course, there is so much steps I need to explain you. Purchase order, draft status, in review, approved, and all those things I need to explain you. You will understand later this one. So next step is I'm doing confirmation, purchase order confirmation. So confirmed. Okay, still there will not be any change here. There is no change here. I'm going to say on hand inventory will not change during the confirmation. If you do product receipt, it will show you physical inventory here. Let me do product receipt. Receive tab, generate area page, product receipt. Product receipt. So vendor dispatch document number, you need to enter here. We have entered vendor dispatch document number. Vendor sends the material, then along with that material there will be one document will be taken a printout, and that document is we have received that number. You need to enter, click OK. So date also it is there. So document date also, it is not mandatory, but best practices, if you want, you can enter date as well. Okay, click OK. Now product receipt is updating, means on hand inventory will be increased. So earlier it is 0, now whatever we have entered, this will be plus will be updated. 0 plus 50, 0 plus 500, 0 plus 200, 0 plus 200. If you verify on hand inventory, refresh, it will show you a physical inventory. It is showing ordered in total was disappeared. Physical inventory 200, 200, 550, whatever you have received, you have updated. Next, doing we need to do invoice. The invoice copy received from the vendor. So invoice tab, generate area page, invoice button. You need to click on invoice button. So with this, financial postings will be updated. So we will receive invoice number from the vendor. The invoice number, whichever it was dispatched by vendor, that invoice number you need to enter here, invoice number. And vendor invoice date also, best practice, you need to enter. So here ordered quantity is there, ordered quantity or product receipt quantity, anything is fine, but the best practice is always previous step is ordered. It's not ordered, it is product receipt. So it is better to map. Give me a second. So instead of ordered quantity, you can do for order quantity also. I'm doing product receipt quantity because we have already executed product receipt. So I'm clicking OK. Product receipt quantity I'm selecting. Okay, so no problem. I want to proceed with this one only, product receipt quantity. The previous step is product receipt quantity. I'm selecting that one. Okay, not performed. The mass status is not performed. Okay, let me update mass status. This you will understand later. Update mass status, that is matching policies. You need to understand matching policies. We'll discuss that one later. Once it is update mass status is updated, it will be passed, then you can do the post button. Click on. So totals will be verified by business people. They will click on totals and they will verify the total amount whatever it is showing here, and invoice copy which is received from the vendor, both are tallying or not. So that is match policy. So if it is any deviations, how to handle it, that you will understand later. So click on post. So it will be posted. So financial postings will be updated at the time of invoice. Okay, so today I have not completed the complete process. Tomorrow I will show you this pen manufacturing process, how to do it. Tomorrow will continue. This BOM, bill of material, will continue tomorrow session. Okay, any quick questions? If nothing, then we can wind up the session for today. Whoever is joining for finance, please join for finance. Okay, see you all.